Leo, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 1st to the 7th of June, getting ever closer to your birthday season. So there may be some stuff going in, going through life at the moment where you may be looking at the past, looking over the past year, seeing what you've done. Well, this is according to the Astroflower, this is how it should be sort of happening. Seeing what you could have done better, what you don't want to do in the future, and what you would like to do in the future. Really assessing so you can then get into order a plan for the coming year, because your birthday, you should really look at it like the new year. It is your new year, obviously, the more that you can get in alignment with what you want out of the new year, the more you're going to have chance of manifesting what you so desire. Okay, so yes, let's just jump in and get on with your reading here. Here we have the general energies, message from the karmic path on your relationship side, message from the karmic path on your financial side, influence from the universe, past self, future self, and the general outcome or the lesson for the week. Let's just see what's going on with just get a little bit closer. Let me just get and see what's going on with the message for you for this week. Let's just see what's going on here for this week here, Leo. Quite intricate, and I think this has to do with that whole sort of things that are coming up on the surface from the past that you need your attention more than anything else. But it seems like it's like during the autumn period, it's like the plans that you've already got in place, you really need to sort of engage with and allow them to follow them through, basically. And this is here is sort of saying you've started something, so it's now you've got to go and finish it in a way. And this could be within the relationship side as much as in your financial side, on both sort of sides of life, really, more than anything else. Excuse me a second. I've just got a lot of wind, as you may well see or may well hear. Yes, so it seems to be the overall message there of sort of what you've engaged in, you need to follow through in. And it seems to be about a persona as well, about this attitude as sort of that you've engaged in, a very productive attitude for you. Overall energies, you get the 5 of Cups. This is this whole past thing I'm talking about. Yeah, there will be things that we're all disappointed with in the past year that we haven't completed, or we didn't do as well as we wanted to, and so forth. Yes, it's a good idea to look at it, recognize it, but the most important thing is to move forward. And when we move forward with the 2 of Cups, that's when you've got to realize you've actually got those 2 of Cups, that alignment with yourself, which will take you over that bridge to that whole new sort of city, that whole new sort of exploration into life. And I think the general energy is trying to encourage that within you. On your relationship side, there is a lot of socializing going on here. There is connections with people outside. You may feel like you're dependent upon the outside people, tied to certain things more than anything else. Um, and I don't necessarily think that that's a fantastic thing for you. I think there's got to be healthy boundaries on everything. Your past seems to be, as I said, but playing a really important future, playing an important part for your future. And your future self is all about the planning, I think, more than anything else. And the message for the week is don't put off today what you can do. Don't put off what you can do today for tomorrow, in a way. Do you know what I mean? That sort of thing. That's coming out of that. What's coming on the karmic path here? You get the 2 of Pentacles. This is all about that planning, working out, realizing what works. As I say, I think you're putting out a lot for a lot of people, and I'm not convinced that that's the ultimate way to go for you, really, more than anything else. And I think you're going to see what things are really working for you. And in regards to the influence from the universe, you have that 5 of Wands. Yeah, I think it's, as I say, I think there's a situation around you that's taking up a lot of time and effort into your life, and that may be irritating you a little bit, which puts you on a bit of a short fuse. So I would be wary about getting into conflictual sort of situations more than anything else. When you're engaged in life, when you're engaged in the relationships that are around you, the happiness, the activities, doing things, getting out there, socializing, just make sure, firstly, that it's good for you, that you are enjoying it more than anything else. Yes, it's good to do things for other people. There is no doubt about it. It brings enormous amount of joy to us as individuals, but not all the time. And you need to be wary of that. Yeah, from your past to your future, this is what I'm saying. It's all about that death and rebirth. This is one of those weeks here in the last 2 months before your birthday where we do analyze a lot of things we've done in the past and see what is been good and what hasn't been good in life, basically. And I think that's where you're going to get that death and rebirth about relationships that you would like to continue or explore even more, and others that need to let go of. In your future's path, this is all about sort of the planning, as I said, the Seven of Cups, the evident path. There's only one cup that's giving you the good stuff. Therefore, once you start looking at life, there's loads of possibilities. But in reality, when you look at them closely, it's evident what you should be doing. And there's no real choices in life. In the out of it, yeah, don't daydream too much. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. That's what the message was. Yes, you may be thinking about someone, or someone may be thinking about you, and I wouldn't put it off. I would get involved if I was you. I would really start converting that into communication, opening possibilities with that person. I think it would be really good for you, good for them, good for everybody concerned more than anything else. But yes, it is good to think about the past, as I said, but at the same time, you have plans at the moment that you need to see through. And I think this is one of those weeks where following that evident path, going forward, and opening up those sort of communications with existing relationships is really good for you. On your financial side, on your karmic path, you're bringing a lot in from the world. You're making a lot of profit by the looks of it this week, converting a lot of ideas into reality, getting a lot of plans into place, making sure that you're winning basically on most areas of life. And once you start doing that, that's when your karmic path will become a lot clearer about what you should be doing and where you should be going. The universe is obviously is also helping you here. It's bringing in a lot into your life and your past of sort of saying, it's almost as if like there's 2 or 3 things that are going on in your life, and it could be a case of buying a house, getting a new job, and starting up a new project at the same time. And it's working out which ones are worthwhile, that needs what type of attention, basically, how to really best suit your outcome by concentrating or allowing yourself to concentrate on more on one thing than the other and being very defined about it. And in your future, well, your future is concrete, it's got a good foundation, but it's waiting for this planning in a way. I think it's anticipating a little bit, but it's at the same time, it's waiting for you to put your stick in the ground, plant your flag, as it were, as if to say, yes, I'm going to be doing this. And the general outcome for it is, if you want it and you plan for it, you can get it, basically. The Chariot. Things are moving on quickly, maybe. This is where I think you're bringing a lot of things into your life. You're getting a lot of success. You're converting a lot of ideas into reality with that Chariot card. And it is within your karmic path to do that, to get the results. Yeah, from the universe here, you get the 9 of Swords. The universe is going to be bringing stuff into your life. But if you're not clear and defined, that's where, because things are moving on very quickly, This is where it could get a little bit muddled as well. And I think the universe sometimes needs a bit more clarification on your behalf about what you really want out of life. Because as I said, there's plans that you've already started that you need to keep abreast of and keep working towards. That's what the Ace of Pentacles is all about. You've got things that are really working for you, and I think this is where you can have it all if you really sort of delegate your time, money, effort into where you're going. Basically, in your future self, you get the Page of Swords. Yes, as I said, it depends upon how you convert those ideas into reality of what you so wish in life. And it is the moment you do start, planning for your future, uh, being very defined with what you put out there. I think that's when you're going to sort of cut through the mists on your pathway, and it's going to help you a lot better to see precisely what you're after in life. And then you get the King of Cups out the top. So you've got the Page of Cups and the King of Cups. And I think maybe there's a lesson to be taken from how you do things in the material world and how you apply them in your relationship side of life. There's a lot of cups actually on the tables. There's a lot of emotions going on there, and it's all about the planning. It's all about the planning and how you orientate yourself in both your relationship side as much as in your financial side. Let's just see what's going on with the Light Seers card. Let's just see what's coming up for that. Yeah, if you move to your forward, if you leave the disappointments in the past and work that out and realize that, you're going to get the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles, she knows where she's going because she sat at the base of the tree of knowledge. She knows that that tree is going to bear fruit for her at some given point when the season turns up. She almost knows. It's almost written in the sands and written in the wall, as it were. With the Two of Pentacles, knowing what works for you is seeing things in a different way. And I think this is where you've got to realize where you put your time and emotions and effort into things. And I think this is what the Five of Wands is giving needs a bit more sort of clarity. Yeah, you get the King of Cups again, definitely needs a bit more clarity there, a bit more sort of serenity in regards to what emotions you wish to explore in the future in regards to your relationships. I think you need to be very much more clearer with yourself. Therefore, being clearer with other people will be really good. With the Death card, you get the Three of Cups. As I said, within the relationship side here, there's some things that are great that needs to be celebrated and explored in sociably, and there may be some things that need to be let go of and let just drift off, as it were, within regards to sort of could be friends, family, that sort of thing, rather than one-to-one sort of situations more than anything else. With the future self, you get the Seven of Cups, revelation, revealing you to the evident path. Being sure about this and not allowing your doubts in, I think, is really important. Being absolutely clear about that pathway that you should be taking. And once you do that, I think also part of the outcome of the lesson of the outcome is realizing what's possible and what's not possible. And once you start working on what's possible, the impossible then starts to become a little bit more sort of possible. Yeah, I think there's a bit of structure and order that needs to go into life out of this week here. I think that's what you're building here with the Hierophant card. You know the steps you need to take in order to get the good stuff out of life, and less daydreaming about things and actually doing more than anything else. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. With the Chariot card, you get the Page of Pentacles. You now got 3 pages out on the table. Just seeing if there was not the fourth. 3 pentacles out on the 3 pages out on the table. It's all a learning curve for you, and this is what autumn period is about. And the autumn period has got nothing to do with northern and southern hemisphere and the autumn of the earth. It's to do with you. It's to do with your cycle of life. Your birthday is equivalent of your winter solstice. It's the start of the energy that comes back, like in the Green Man, as if you think of Celtic myths. It's the Green Man, the nature that comes back into life. And I think this is where you're learning a lot about how to place your time, effort, money into the things that really concern you. Yes, the universe here is sort of saying, with that clarity, if you give a bit of clarity, you can say goodbye to all repetitive nightmares. Out with the old and in with the new. You get the Ace of Wands here. Very much a much more vibrant energy, much more passionate, because there's a lot more clarity that is going on for you. And that, I think that's what's going to build for you a lot more sort of possible successes within your life. With the Ace of Pentacles, this is to do with your past to your future. You get the Eight of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this is where you don't want to get yourself trapped more than anything else. I think you need to concentrate on the successes that you have in your life and develop them even further. And how you convert your ideas into reality to develop them is really key here. Otherwise, you may just get stuck in a little bit of a rut, or feel like you're being stuck in a little bit of a rut. With the Page of Swords, you get the Page of Wands. We now have every single page out on the table. You know, it's a massive learning curve for you this week, and it's learning about you. It's learning about how you engage in life, not impose, but definitely engage in life, and what you put into life, and where you put it. You know, and at what levels you put things into life. You know, with the King of Cups, you get the King of Swords. A lot of wisdom, a lot of judgment, a lot of understanding. It's making your pathway incredibly clear about where you should be going. And with that inner judgment within you, I think that's what, from your past, I think it's becoming very clear about the pathways or the opportunities you've been having, where you can capitalize on things, and converting those emotions into reality, I think is really important for you. It's going to open a lot of doors in the coming future. There you go, Leo. Thank you very much for being with us. Really do appreciate it. I hope you get the best out of these readings. Much appreciate all your support that you give through the YouTube system. I will see you soon. In the meantime, that's all for me left to say is, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.